I don't fear death. I'm not scared to die. If anything, I find comfort in death. Now, little disclaimer, I'm not gonna off myself. This is not that kind of video. I don't want to die. I want to live, actually. Life is really good, so don't think it's that type of video, okay? This is just a video about death and what my thoughts are on it, because I think it's a very interesting topic. Alright, now that's out of the way, let's get into it. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on death when I was a kid. So there was many nights where I would lie awake and think about my death. I would think about how I would die and what my funeral would look like, who would miss me, who wouldn't miss me, who would cry. These were all things that I was thinking about surrounding my death. To this day, I still have the same belief of how I'm gonna die. So I have a theory that I'm gonna die by a car accident. Now, if that does come true, I can tell the future. If it doesn't come true, well, I was wrong. But I really think I'm gonna die from a car accident. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just this feeling that I have. And with my funeral, I actually kind of have an idea of what I would want, because I think it's a good thing to have a plan just for your family to know. So here's my plan. I want a playlist of all my favorite songs so that you can listen to the music that I loved when I was alive. So like imagine you're like crying and then freaking Lady Gaga Poker Face comes on. That would be so freaking funny. Imagine. Then you would chuckle, right? Then it would be laughter. It would be a dream for that to happen at my funeral, to be honest with you. Another thing that I want is like all my favorite beverages and foods. Imagine having a Shirley Temple at a funeral. Funny as fuck. Or like imagine just having like a nice slice of homemade pizza. Scrum! Best funeral I've been to. Like, just, I want it to be a good vibe. I want it to be a party, a celebration of life. I don't want it to be a gloomy, depressing funeral. Come on. Ooh, another thing I want is, like, a photo albums of me from when I was a kid and stuff. Like, imagine seeing my life through photos. That would be perfect. I love photos. I love taking photos. So it would be kind of awesome just to, like, be able to go through, like, a photo album of me and just being like, aw, baby Cedar. Like, that was one of my favorite things to do at funerals when I was younger, like when I would go to them. I would love looking at the photo albums because I'm just like, I never really knew this person. And then getting to see their life through photos was like so cool. So I definitely would want photo albums at my funeral. Another thing, I don't want to be buried 6 feet underground in a coffin. That's just not the way I want to be buried. Ideally, I want to be turned into a dirt egg so that I can grow into a tree. Imagine, cedar tree. How fucking funny. I would love to be turned into a dirt egg so I can grow into a tree. Oh my god. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say dirt egg, it's just pretty much like soil and then your ashes and then like a seed of a tree that you would want. So I would want a cedar tree because I think it would be so funny. Because my name is Cedar. Please tell me you laughed. Please. I think it would be so funny. My little memorial tree. Hilarious. But if I can't get that done, I would want to be cremated. And it's really up to what my family wants to do with my ashes. I don't really have a plan for that, but it's up to them. And last but not least, for my belongings, I would want my family to go through them first and see what they would want, and then my friends can go through them and then donate the rest. That would be how I ideally would want my belongings to be spread out. Because I have a lot of shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's this song by Noah Cyrus called Loretta's Song, and this song I relate to so much. It's exactly how I view my own death and how I would want other people to view it. So, if you want to know a bit more about me, listen to that song. It's really sad, but it's really good. So that's my little recommendation, okay? Give it a listen. Maybe comment what you think of it, okay? It's such a good song. Oh my god. Now, so you're probably wondering, Cedar, why do you find comfort in death? Well, here's your answer. I think it's because of my belief system. So I'm Anishinaabe, and in our culture, we believe in the spirit world. So I think that's why I find so much comfort in death, because I believe that we continue after this life. I believe that my spirit will continue to live on and maybe get reincarnated or get to live it up in the spirit world. Like, that's why I think I have so much comfort in death, because I don't believe that it just ends here and then that's it. And so that's why I understand why some people might be afraid of death, because maybe they don't have a strong belief system. Maybe they don't even have one at all. Honestly, I think I would be scared of death if I didn't have this belief system. But since I do, I'm pretty okay with dying. Like, if I were to die tomorrow, it would not be a big of a deal to me. Because, so what? It's part of life, you know? I don't know, that's just my belief, but I know some of my friends are scared of death, and it makes me sad. It's like, oh, I wish I could take that fear away from you. But something that does fear me, that involves death, is the death of my loved ones. It's honestly my greatest fear. I am so scared for the day that my mom dies, or my dad dies, or one of my siblings, or one of my friends. Like, it's something that would used to keep me up at night, because my brain would decide to go, imagine if your mom dies. I've cried so many tears just thinking about it. Like, God, life would suck without one of my loved ones. In a way, I want to be selfish and be like, I want to die first. God, if I got to choose, I would die first, to be honest with you. I don't think I could take the pain of losing one of my loved ones. Like, oh, God, my heart would break. Like, I'm the youngest of 8 siblings. So imagine if we all died by old age. That's 8 deaths that I would have to go through. Like, no thanks. Like, I don't want to do that. Oh, God. Oh, that sounds like hell. God, I want to be so selfish and die first, because I don't want to go through any other deaths. It sounds horrible. Honestly, like, in a scenario where I would be like, I was held at gunpoint, me and like a loved one was held at gunpoint, and they're like, you get to choose who dies, I would volunteer so fucking fast. I'd be like, me, fucking take me. Don't take them. Take me. Take me, please. Please me. Please. Oh my God, I would be begging for that shit. Like, I don't want to experience that pain. It scares me. In a way, I'm scared of living. If you think about it, I'm scared of living. Which is kind of silly, because you think you'd be scared of death than being scared of being alive. I don't know. Well, there's my thoughts on death. I hope you guys liked listening to me. Till next time, Bamapi.